So, it is Wailmer Spotlight Hour, and Ryuga, you're asking why is Thanos in the thumbnail? Because shiny Wailmer looks like Thanos. I thought that would have been fairly obvious. That's okay. But we got our little Thanos boy that we're looking for tonight. We already, I'm sick, guys, so sorry. Um, we already have a bunch of shiny Wailmers in our collection. Let's have a look, see how many do we actually have. We have, what, six? Yeah, we have six shiny Wailmers already, so if we don't get one tonight, that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Welcome in, Daybreaker. Welcome in, everybody else. So yeah, like I said, guys, unfortunately, I am sick again. Um, Me waking up with a stuffy nose on on Sunday. Didn't realize that I was actually sick. So it was sort of like the beginning of me getting sick that day. So I actually went by the time I got home after Com Day, just like, I'm actually not feeling too well. And by the time I went to bed that night, I was just like, oh, damn, I think I'm getting sick. And so yeah, I woke up on Monday and was just like, damn it, I'm sick. So yeah, that's like the third or fourth time I've been sick so far this year, which is not good. I mean, usually I don't get sick very often, sort of thing. Like before this year, sort of I'd get sick maybe once every couple of years, sort of thing. So yeah, hasn't been a good run this year. I've been sick multiple times. I don't know where I got it. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's just a bit of a stuffy nose, and that's about it, sort of thing. So my head does feel like it's filled with glue though, and I've been a bit dizzy. So dealing with dizzy spells and a sort of stuffed up nose, but other than that, we're doing okay. How you doing, Becky? Welcome in. Dang, the diseases are spreading this winter. Yeah, like I said, I've been sick multiple times this year already, which isn't good. At least it's not COVID. It's just a stuffy head cold, which isn't great, sort of thing. So yeah, I've been taking some Sudafed stuff and just some nasal spray and just been sleeping basically. I slept like basically all of yesterday because I was the drowsy because of the Sudafed. So I was just like sleepy boy yesterday, like a crazy. At least it wasn't COVID like I got. Yeah, I think last time I was sick, I had COVID. I don't know. I don't know because I did tests and it came back negative, but I'm sure that it might have been just because of how the sore throat that I had was like a spicy sore throat, but it wasn't a respiratory thing. So usually COVID's more of a respiratory thing. How you doing, Archian? Welcome in, dude. So anyway, we'll battle through. We're only doing this for an hour, so yeah. Don't expect me to be too enthusiastic tonight, guys. I'll be as good as I can be when it comes to walking and talking and all of that good stuff. But yeah, if I seem like I'm a little bit flat and I sound like I'm a bit nasally, you know why. At least it's not freezing cold tonight. It was actually 17 degrees in Melbourne today, which is unseasonably warm for this time of year. I mean, usually mid-winter we're in Arctic type weather. So shiny vibes for everybody. Yeah, shiny vibes indeed. Hopefully everybody can get themselves a shiny Thanos. Hey Evolution, how you doing? Petition to unsubscribe Jimmy and if he doesn't max his Shundo Helmet today. I can't max it. I don't have, and I don't have room in my bag to catch stuff because I haven't cleared it out since the weekend, just because I've been sick. So leave me alone, dude. Hey, Jimmy, James, rather. I suppose I can call you Jimmy too. Hey, how you doing, James? Yeah, I don't have much room left in my bag, how much from the weekend, because I haven't gone through and cleared out the Squirtles yet, because like I said, I've been sick, so I haven't really been. I slept all of yesterday, and then I basically played Cyberpunk all today, just sat at home on my computer, sniffing and snizzling. I don't know what snizzling is. Sniffling is probably the word that I was looking for. You're not gonna bother hunting Thanos while too tired to leave the house. Fair enough. Hey, if I can leave the house when I'm sick, you leave the house when you're tired. You got no excuse. I should be setting an example for you. Dude, like I said, I've only got 10 free slots, so there's no point. No point. And it's not like having this maxed out as a level 40 is really gonna do anything anyway. I'm too sick to put too much effort in today. Hope you have a good night tonight, Jimmy. Tired. I'll have as good a night as I possibly can being sick. I'll soldier on. I'll do my spotlight hour tonight. I'll go home, have dinner, and then probably just kick back for the rest of the night. Won't do too much, given that I don't want to really push myself too hard, sort of thing. Given the way that I'm feeling, hopefully it's not going to take too long to pass. I think I'm already at like the peak of the sickness, so hopefully by tomorrow I'll start feeling a bit better. And by the weekend I'll be sort of back to normal, sort of thing. You're lazy, no excuse needed. Oh my god, these take up too much space on the screen. They like overlap each other. It's hard to click on them. Hey Galaxo, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. My ears are all blocked. It's horrible. But yeah, when I woke up this morning, I was like full dizzy. Like I was just like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, and then I stood up and almost fell over because I was like, whoa, like full head spins. I almost fell over onto my table and back onto the bed. I was just like, yeah, I think I might just have to take it a little bit easy today. You wonder how big Whale Lord would be in the overworld, you mean? I can set it as my buddy and show you. Thanks for the revives, dude. Much appreciated. You got more gifts for me. I wish I could just give you both of the gifts at the same time rather than having to exit out. Aw, a snowy pine cone. Thanks, dude. Just what I've always wanted. Good old snowy pine cones. Bet you don't have a snowy pine cone. Jimmy cutest streamer. I don't even have the face cam going at the moment. And I'm sick. Leave me alone. Snow in Melbourne. It snowed here last year, in the marsh. I wouldn't say it snowed, but it was sleeting sort of thing in the sky. Covered the ground a little bit. It does snow in Melton, in Ballarat, I meant to say. They're Melton. The only snow in Melton is the stuff you put up your nose. Jimmy, keep the title. I got a Shundo Wailmer live spotlight hunting. Is the shiny purple? Yeah, purple. It's like a purpley pink colour. So it's sort of like an in-between purple-pink. I would call it purple. Other people would call it pink. Alright, let's change our body to... This is just going to make it difficult for me to click on the Wailmers, though. Having a huge-ass whale lord just floating around. You call it Thanos. That's why my thumbnail looks... that's why Thanos is in my thumbnail. So you guys can see how dark it is. I'm like wandering around in the dark, slowly waiting for a whale. You got a Meltan with the box thing after like 5 years. Yeah, I haven't done a Meltan box in ages. He's so doopy. Love the banner. Cheers. I'm actually thinking I've got to update some of the graphics on the channel and stuff. That banner has been around since the very beginning of the channel. Probably need to update it, honestly. But thank you. So, yeah, Whale Lord honestly isn't too much bigger than... You'd think that it would be a lot bigger given that it's the evolution, but there you go. Yeah, I probably should have just used a golden Raz. It's not like I don't have a lot of them. It looks almost smaller. Yeah, they probably just scaled it down just because you couldn't have something that was, literally the size of the screen just floating around. It'd make it a little bit difficult. I guess yeah, exactly. They didn't want it too big. If it was in the wild, it would look bigger, yeah. Like I said, now it's just made it even more difficult to click on these things. My bag is full. What do I need to get rid of? A bunch of these. I suppose we can get rid of some of these. Get rid of that. I think that's about it. I'm probably could get rid of some rare candies as well. I'd give them to something. Don't know what though. It'd be hilarious with just a purple screen. Just taking up like the whole screen. You can't click on anything. Yeah. There's a reason why they would have scaled it down. I can't. I've already got maximum stuff in showcases. Can't put anything else in. Like if I try to, it'll just tell me I'm already in the max, so can't enter any more showcases. There's a reason why I did not do it. G-Max be like. Yeah, it'll be interesting what it'll be like when we actually get G-Max Pokemon. Like how the mechanic will work in game, if they'll be like buddies sort of thing, you just have them on screen, or like will they be like your Mega Evolution? I have a feeling that they'll be like the Mega Evolutions where they won't actually be on the screen unless you've got it set as your buddy, but even then they'll probably scale them down sort of thing. And it's double catch XP tonight, guys, if you guys want more XP. You think there'll be a temporary thing in battle? But see, that's the thing, they've got no way of really implementing that into, because I mean, that's what Mega Evolutions are supposed to be. They're only supposed to be a temporary thing in battles, but they're set as being something that you've got for a couple of hours, sort of outside of battle, so they'll have to do something similar for the G-Max Pokemon as well, I would say. It is. It's just like that in general these days, because Pokemon Go's a dying game. We had a number of people in here before, but everybody seems to have left. They came in, said hello, and then left. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. Could at least leave the stream running in the background. Even if you're not going to watch it, you could just leave it running, you know. Thanks. You'll stay. You're bored, so you'll stay. Gee, thanks. You're not going to stay because you want to stay. You'll stay just because you're bored. You give me your YouTube premium money. Thanks. Yeah, it's just Pokemon Go in general. I mean, the streams picked up a lot, you know, a year and a half ago sort of thing, 2 years ago. We had quite a few people in the streams, and then, you know, because of Niantic's garbage and all that sort of stuff, people have just dropped off, so the streams have dropped off again. Thanks, Galaxo. I don't need the shiny, but it's always nice to get a shiny during the spotlight hours and such. So we'll see how we go. We're 20 minutes in already, so it goes past quickly. And YouTube also has a tendency of not counting everybody that's actually in here, sort of thing. So it's saying that there's only one person, but there's multiple people that are in the chat talking, so it's like, YouTube, make your mind up. How many people are there? It is. It's still better than Twitch. Yeah, it's just popped up to a couple more. It lags behind a little bit. Like it doesn't give you an exact count all the time. That's Spotlight Hour. Spotlight Hours are always free events. 6 p.m. on Tuesday evening. Every Tuesday evening is Spotlight Hour. Tonight it's just Wailmer. And the description says, yeah, like I said, it doesn't give you an exact number. Like, it takes a while for YouTube to update, sort of thing. Oh my god, my nose is a snip. My nose was fine. I had nasal spray before I left. Now it's all sniffly. because I'm out in the cold. Yeah, honestly, I was contemplating whether or not I was actually going to come out and do Spotlight Hour tonight, given that I feel like crap. Sort of thing. I was like, can I be bothered walking around in the cold for an hour? I was like, yeah, I don't feel that bad. It takes a bit for me to actually miss a stream. I mean, I missed a Spotlight Hour probably 2 months back or something like that, because I was sick, but I was feeling really crappy that day, so I was like, you know what, the Pokemon isn't that good. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a shiny that was available that day as well, so I was like, since there's no shiny available, I may as well just not worry about heading out and doing it. Nasal spray isn't 100%, it gets weaker over time. Yeah. No, it has a tendency of making my nose hurt as well. Hello. I can see you guys. I say that every time. You guys can see me. How are we doing? Welcome in. Yeah, this is very difficult to actually click on them. Yeah, my nasal spray actually ran out. I used the last of it before I left. I was down buying stuff yesterday, like the Sudafed and that, and I was looking at it and I was like, I should buy some more, because I don't know how much I've got left. I should have done it. I didn't though. It's okay. If I still need some tomorrow, I'll go down and buy some more tomorrow. But hopefully by tomorrow I'll be feeling better and I won't need it. Streams will be finicky. Yeah. Like I said, it's just the Pokemon Go stuff in general. Like, these Spotlight Hours have always been less of a draw than the raid hours and such. Raid hours are usually the main draw. To be honest, you don't think anyone here would mind if I stopped streaming early? Your health is important more than Pokemon Go. Yeah, it's okay. Like I said, I don't feel that terrible, sort of thing. We're already almost halfway through already, so it's all good. We can soldier on through the rest of it. Like I said, it's not freezing cold tonight, because it was a relatively mild day. Yeah, in Melbourne, even though it's the middle of winter, got up to, like I said, 17 degrees, which is unusually warm for this time of year, so I'll manage. Yeah, it goes past really quickly. Like, honestly, when you've got a shiny to hunt, the Spotlight Hours go past, like, super quickly. When there's no shiny to hunt, they feel like they drag on forever. Just like, come on, why are we doing this if there's no shiny? Hey, Yu Chang, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. How are you doing today, dude? Oh, my ears. Do I have? I was going to say, it's not as bright as it should be. That would be why, because I don't have both the flashlights going. I can't see. Fair enough, you usually struggle when you get minor colds. Usually cover yourself in Vicks. Spray eucalyptus spray, take Panadol. Just try to breathe at night, just to try and breathe at night. Yeah, my breathing has been a bit difficult, like last night and the night before. I've had to be doing a lot of mouth breathing, which hasn't been ideal, because that just makes me get a really dry mouth, which just makes it worse, because then you just end up dehydrated on top of feeling like crap because your head's all congested. You forgot about Community Day the other day. Hopefully you've already got some shiny Squirtles though, at least. Because it was a redo of a previous Com Day, so we do have another one later in the month that is for Poliwhirl. They announced that today, sort of thing. So our next Com Day will be Poliwhirl, so if you guys are looking for some shiny Poliwhirls, drink water. Yeah, I had some water at home. I didn't bring it with me. I thought I'd be okay with that. I've got some hydrolyte stuff as well, so I've been taking some of that to stay hydrated. Lights up. So yeah, unfortunately with Poliwhirl, it's not really a poly. Yeah, I guess we'll just say Poliwag. It makes it easier. I put Poliwag in, and why is Psyduck? Why is Psyduck coming up when I put in Poliwag? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, we already have quite a few. How many do I actually have? Poliwhirl and shiny. Yeah, we have what, 1, 6. So I don't have any of the evolutions yet because I haven't done the evolutions, but we've already got 6 Poliwhirls. So not really something that I'm going to be looking forward to too much. It should be pretty good though, because I think the move that it gets makes it fairly decent. It doesn't help you got your dad's nose, which might actually require surgery since results in constant blocked noses. Yeah, I think I'm the same, that I've inherited my dad's sinuses, because, hang on, I need to actually grab a tissue because my nose is running a bit. Yeah, so his sinuses, almost fell over. There's a bit of a dizzy spell kicking in. I'm like, a bit wobbly. Yeah, my dad's sinuses were really bad when he was a kid as well. Like, he's actually got, it's called catarrh. It sounds like guitar, but it's catarrh. And basically, he had to have plastic tubes inserted into his nose when he was younger, sort of thing, just because his sinuses would collapse. So couldn't really breathe out of them. So I've inherited a bit of that, unfortunately. Like, it's not as bad, but also he was saying that when he was younger, he also had to have part of his nose, like the cartilage in his nose, filed, which I'm glad that I've never had to have done, because he said that he actually had to have that done while he was conscious, sort of thing. So they're like filing away at the cartilage in his nose. But this is back in like the late 50s, early 60s sort of thing. So back when, surgery was a little bit less advanced than what it is today. I don't think they would have to do something that extreme these days, hopefully. Hey Tribal, how you doing? Can you play GBL? You can't, it crashes. I should be able to. I actually haven't tested it today. Does somebody want to send through a... Did you update? I guess you're talking to Tribal. Yeah, if you haven't updated, try updating your phone. Hopefully that'll work. I haven't tried doing any PvP battles myself, so I don't actually know whether or not. Hey Lachlan, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. Don't see you as often these days. How have you been? BTS hater. Hi James, how many shinies? Squirtles did you get on community days? You ended up getting 20. I ended up with 20. Hang on. Was it 23, I think, off the top of my head? Squirtle and shiny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 23. 6, 12, 18. Yeah, 23. Because that was the last one from. Yeah, 23. So well done on your 20. Ended up with one of the Squirtle Squad shinies as well. I didn't have a lot of research tasks. I did it probably 20 research tasks for it, because that's all that I had access to for the day, and we ended up with one shiny out of that, so that wasn't too bad. I already did have a bunch of them from the first Spotlight Hour, community day that we had for it back when we originally had it, so I didn't need any. But we ended up with one, so that was better than none. Same as you probably need it fixed. Dad never got it fixed, and he constantly struggles, especially with hay fever lurking in the shop. Yeah, I get hay fever really badly during that time of year as well. It's okay at this time of year, but as soon as the spring starts, so basically from the start of spring till about midsummer, I'm pretty bad with hay fever, which is weird just because I never suffered from it as a kid. It wasn't until I got to sort of teenage years, till I got to about 13, 14 years old, that I started actually getting hay fever. Until then, I was fine. Yep, it says error finding match. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it's not just you that's having issues, Tribal. Other people are having issues as well. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? Shiny vibes. We're halfway through, so we're getting there. As you can see, we've got the shiny Whale Lord floating around to try and get us some shiny vibes. For those that don't know, the shiny Whale Lord that's following us around is a Shundo. It's one of my only 2 Shundos that I have. Whale. It's good old Shanos. Shanos the derpy whale. Yeah. Spitting resemblance of my thumbnail. My god, that's a lot of Wailmers. It is Charizard. It gets to the point where it's sort of a bit difficult to click on them all, because they're taking up so much screen space. Big derpy whale. He'd be big. I mean, could you imagine if it was, we were discussing this just before, how big it would be if it was actual size of the Wailmer, though? It would be taking up like my entire screen and I wouldn't be able to click anywhere. Here comes the people. Yeah, it's picked up a bit, which is good. Usually takes a little bit sometimes. You think Thanos snapped the shine? He did the complete opposite though. It's like he clicked his fingers and all the Wailmers are popped up instead of disappearing. There's so many wacky. He looks tiny in comparison, like we were also saying that earlier. It's just like, look how small he looks in comparison to the Wailmers. He should be so much bigger. The scales are a little bit off. But he's just chilling with his homies. You're going to be tyrannical like Emma. Speaking of Emma, she was actually in the stream on Sunday during Com Day, so you missed her. Lachlan? You hate typing on the phone, your fingers are too fat. You need a dialing wand, like Homer. Your phone screen is broken. Speaking of phone screens being broken, this morning when I woke up, I picked up my tablet and everything was fine. Like I picked it up and was holding it because I was gonna just watch something on YouTube, and I put it down because I needed to blow my nose. And I pushed my hands together, you know, as you do when you're holding a tissue up to your nose. And all of a sudden I got this sharp stabbing pain in my palm, and I've looked down and I had something sticking out of my palm, and I was like, what the hell is that? It looks like I got glass or something sticking out of my palm. And sure enough, I've got the light on my phone and pulled out a bit of like a shard of glass out of my hand, and I'm like, okay, where did that come from? And I looked at my tablet and my screen protector was broken, and I was like, oh. So I copped a bit of glass out of that was stabbing me in the hand. I don't know how it broke, because It was fine last night from as far as I could tell, and I crashed out watching stuff on YouTube and then woke up and my screen protector was a little bit broken, so I may have hit my phone my tablet during the night and broke the... I don't know. So I need a new screen protector. Hey Diana, how you doing? Welcome in. She didn't let you know, damn. Well, maybe if you were in the stream, you would have seen her. No, we haven't had them for... I don't think they've been on YouTube for a while. Sort of thing. I think YouTube cracked down on them because I haven't seen them in other people's streams either. So we've been good with the bots. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it because it's like I've gone to blow my nose and sort of like hit my palms together and they just got this sharp, burning, stabbing pain in my palm, and I was like, ow, I have glass in my... So not ideal. It did make me bleed a little bit, like when I pulled it out. I had blood coming out of my hand, so I was just like, oh, he's tiny. We'll catch the tiny tiger, lion thing. It's a lion. Screw bots. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, if I had the bot running, not that bot, but any other bot, yeah, for sure. I need to get the actual chat bot up and running again at some point. Hey, that was... there we go. 100 small Pokemon. Extra small Pokemon. You guys saw it. We got it. We got our 100th... I think I got my 100th huge Pokemon on Sunday as well, so... whoever invented bots needs better. People have... It's just technology. Sort of thing. It's the ends of a means sort of thing. People did it just to make it easier for them to annoy people and get people to, you know, click on their links to go to their pages and buy their whatever they're trying to sell through the bots. So they do have their uses, like, don't get me wrong. The chat bots are helpful for me when they're running and stuff, but yes, they can be used for nefarious reasons as well. Silk moths are the best. We've had some big, like where I live, we get those, what are they called? The really, really, really big moths. I want to say moon moths. They're not moon moths. I can't remember what they're called now. But they're huge. Like, I've had a couple of them land on, like, my fly screen during the night, during the warmer months. But yeah, like, they're, you know, a good couple inches across moths. They're, yes, the bogongs, that's it, thank you. Huge ones. I don't know where I got moon moth from. Moon moth. It sounds cool. It sounds like a Pokemon. Lunar moth. Okay, that's probably where I got moon moth from, because you said lunar moth. Oh, the big moths. Yeah. Like, they're that big that you can hear them when they're flying around. Like, the wind coming off of their wings. The Go Battle League is working for someone else. Oh no, it might be pretty hit and miss when it comes to that. Some people can get it to work, others can't when it's broken, sort of thing, so... You've had a praying mantis and a jumping spider as pets before. I have seen people with their pet jumping spider, ooh, Nikki, on Instagram and stuff like that, and they actually look pretty cool. I'm a chomp. decent AVs. Let's have a look. It is... Yeah, it's 3 stars. I got hundos, so we can get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to spiders, the jumping spiders are probably the ones that I can stand, sort of thing, just because they're actually pretty cool little things, the way that people keep them as pets. And they've got like their little houses that they've made, well, not houses, their little habitats that people have made for them, sort of thing. They look cool. And they just look very inquisitive, and they just pop around doing their thing. Oh my god, there's so many. Which ones haven't I clicked on? The ones that aren't facing me. Aussies love spiders. No, I don't love spiders. I can stand the jumping spiders. I've always thought the jumping spiders were actually pretty cool. But yeah, most other spiders, I'm just like, send it to hell, burn it with fire, kill it, get it out of my sight. Facts, Charmander is allergic to baths. Yeah, because he might die. I'd be allergic to something that I could die from. Like, people have peanut allergies because they could die. Have we ever seen a fire-type Pokemon swimming in lava? Not that I can think of. I mean, Magmar probably. I mean, it is the Magmar Pokemon. Magma Pokemon. Magmar. So that one probably likes, a bit of a dip in the old lava. Hey Petra, how you doing? Sorry. Hi there, you have Mount Bogong in front of your view. Wait, sorry? Are you talking about moths? Or you've confused me there. Sorry, Petra, wait, what? Or actual, like, Mount Bogong in front of your... Are you on a mountain? You wait, I'm just confused for a second, because we were just talking about Bogong moths. So now I'm confused. It's like, are we talking about mountains or moths? You love all moths equally. What about the pantry moths? The ones that get in and like eat all your food and stuff. They're not great. And the ones that get into your closet and eat your food, your clothes rather. I mean, they're not really that. Mothballs. Do moths have balls? Hey, Tef, how you doing? Am I here, or are you a figment of everyone's imagination? It depends on if you believe in simulation theory. I mean, technically, if you do, then you may be a figment of someone's imagination. Other than that, I'm assuming that you're here. How you doing? Welcome in. Why do, yeah, well, Heatran's another one that probably swims around in lava. Why do people think Heatran is useless? He's your legendary, he's your my only legendary or mythical. Is good. I mean, it just depends on which game you're playing, really. I mean, in Pokemon Go, unfortunately, fire types don't really get a good run. They're not the strongest Pokemon when it comes to like PvP battles or raids and stuff like that. So, yeah. Any other Pokemon game, it has its uses. You can use it to build, a team around it and stuff like that, or use it on a team that you've built something else. But yeah, in general, in Pokemon Go, unfortunately, fire types, they're not really the greatest. Which doesn't make sense, given that fire types are supposed to be one of the strongest types in the game. Dwarika, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? Ah, yeah, the mountain is in front of you. Okay, where the moths come from and the highest mountain. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, thank you for clarifying that, because I was just like, we were just talking about moths, and now you're like, okay, so thank you. Must be nice being up on the mountain. Where I live, the hills that are right next to me in the Wombat State Forest, those hills back a millennia ago used to actually be higher than the Himalayas are, and it's just been because of millions of years worth of erosion has like whittled them down to what they are today. They used to be volcanoes, and basically what's left is what was inside, like the solidified lava that was inside the volcano is basically all that's left there. So if you go up walking through the hills, you can see all these basalt like left over. I should have taken some photos of it, but when I went for a walk about a month and a half back, I found this big basalt sort of outcrop in the middle of the forest sort of thing. Cool. And same with the Dandenongs, like the Dandenongs that are on the other side of Melbourne, they're the same thing. They're basically the remnants of old volcanoes, and it's just the basalt and the granite that was inside that hasn't worn away, but everything else sort of has over the millions of years. And you changed your name to Mr. Bing Bang. What, your in-game name, I'm guessing. Imagine Heatran taking a bath in lava. Did Jimmy see your shiny Nando Squirtle posted in the... no, I haven't seen it. I haven't been onto the Discord server in a while. I should go on a bit more regularly and see what you guys have posted up in there. But nice, well done. Was it a sunglass one or just a regular shiny? All moths are good moths. No, some of them are not. The ones that eat your food in your pantry and the ones that eat your clothes, those ones aren't good. Most other moths are okay though. Do some moths bite? I don't think so. I think moths are fairly benign. They don't tend to chow down on people. Some moths don't even have mouths. No, they're like butterflies, so they've got a proboscis. $15 minutes left. I know, guys, we're running out of time. Are we going to get the shiny or not? We've got 12 minutes left to get the shiny. And I'm surrounded by Wailmer. Yes, you've been in the Wombat State Forest. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it is a nice forest. Bit chilly this time of year, but depending on where you go up through it, there's a lot of different types of forest through it. On this side of the hill, it's a lot drier sort of thing. So yeah, it's hard to describe. But basically you go onto the other side of the hills over near Blackwood, and it's a lot more wet chlorophyll. So there's a lot of like ferns and all that sort of stuff as well, whereas you don't really get too many ferns on this side. Drier. But yeah, it's a nice forest. Just a regular one. Yeah, it's nice living on the outskirts of a forest sort of thing. I mean, it's a bit precarious during the summer months when the fire season's kicking, because I mean, at any moment they could just catch on fire, and unfortunately that wouldn't be good. The last time that they burnt was actually during Ash Wednesday back in the 80s, so they're probably due to burn at some point just because there's a lot of build-up sort of thing, but they do burn-offs at this time of year and sort of early spring and that to help prevent that sort of stuff happening. But yeah, other than that, not having to worry about when there's fires and stuff like that, it's good to just, I'm 10 minutes away from just being able to go and walk through the forest basically from my house. So that's always nice. Hey, Petra, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, thank you. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Petra for the dono? Or just some thank yous and stuff like that? Thank you. Let's chuck in some Pog Shiny. I do have 6 of them already. So yeah, it's not that rare. You just have to get lucky. And most Spotlight Hours are like this sort of thing where, you know, you either get one or you don't. It's not too bad. They just reproduce and starve to death. What moths? You're wondering what is Team Rocket's Arbok and Weezing doing? Oh, in the Pokemon series. Okay. Is that what you were saying, Daybreak? The producer then stuff. Are you talking about Arbok and Weezing or? Oh wait, that was the Devil Wailmer, the 666. What one was it? Yeah, that one. It's the Antichrist Wailmer. That's for the nature donation. Oh, thank you. We'll donate it to the trees. They should, yes. Unfortunately, it's not so much the burn-offs are just something that they have to do. I mean, even the back before, you know, Australia was settled, they would do burn-offs because they knew that they had to. Otherwise, when the fires did break out, because they're inevitable that they're going to break out because of lightning strikes and all that sort of stuff, the fires were so much worse. And, you know, are in tune with the land and all that sort of stuff. We're even doing it, then maybe we should do it too. Yes, unfortunately, some little animals are going to lose their houses and stuff like that, but it's better than the whole forest burning down and, you know, people losing houses and all that sort of stuff as well. But yeah, unfortunately, what the Greens have done is stopped people from being able to go in and collect firewood during the firewood seasons. So you can for some parts, but then they stop you going in and clearing sort of a lot of the debris that falls onto the ground. And for instance, around here, last year we had like a really big storm that came through, and it was, you know, a once in 100 year sort of storm that came through, and it came through from the opposite direction than what most storms usually come through. So a whole bunch of trees that weren't sort of prepared for it, because they've all, it's hard to explain. The way that their root systems have grown into the ground is bracing them from a storm or something hitting them from one side, whereas in this storm come from the other side. And because they haven't braced, like they haven't got the root system to brace for it, it just knocked down, you know, we're talking trees that are 100 years old, like massive gum trees that have been there for 100 years, just got plowed over. And all through Blackwood and around here, like thousands and thousands of trees were just smashed over, and nobody's allowed to go and clear this stuff up. So just old trees just sitting in the forest now that are just ready to burn at some point. Sort of like this. Wait, which is the one that I want? Camera. For instance, this tree. You can't really get a scale of the size of it, but because it's hard to see. If I can flip that around, is that gonna work? Probably not. Oh, yeah, okay, that sort of works. There you go. I like blind myself. As you guys can see, that's like a fairly sizable tree. We're talking trees that are like big like this that were getting smashed over. Because yeah, this tree here is like a massive. Oh, there goes my phone. And thousands of these types of trees were just getting bowled over by this storm. So they're all just littering the forests now. And one of the places where I go to do walks and stuff like that, you can just see, like, they've gone in and they have started cleaning up some of it. But there's just so many trees, like whole hillsides of trees that have just been bowled over. That's used, yeah, it's a big tree. This one, there's a lot of big trees down along here, along the river. What is that? It's a tree. Yeah, a big gum tree. Dumbest Australian political party. Unfortunately, I mean, they do some good things, but for the most part, yeah, they don't really think through a lot of the policies that they got, because they're all like, save the forest, save the animals, save this and that, but they don't realize that the way that they are fighting against some stuff is counterproductive for what they're trying to do. Because like I said before, the Aboriginals knew that you had to go in and clear the land and burn off and all that sort of stuff, so burn-offs help the forest stay healthy without burning everything in the ground. It gets rid of the dying vegetation and stuff like that. But especially in Australia, for instance, there is a lot of species which will only germinate after there's been a fire. So basically, they're heat germinating seeds. So they'll fall into the ground, and once a fire goes over the top of them, that's when they'll actually germinate, and it'll regenerate the forests and stuff like that. So if you don't put the forest through there, these things don't germinate, and the plants and trees don't grow again. Hey, Gymnox, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. It looks like I'm in a cave. Pretty much could be. Who knows? Jimmy falls. Hey, I was saying earlier that I woke up this morning feeling, because I'm sick at the moment. I don't know if you guys can tell right now hearing, but I'm sick again at the moment. And I did wake up feeling very dizzy this morning, so I was basically falling over. And I almost fell over before when I got my tissue out of my pocket, because I was like, a bit wobbly on my feet. Hey, Ryuga, how you doing? And how you doing, the Buzz? Pookie Buzz, welcome in, guys. Jimmy the Caver. I've been in caves before. Haven't been in one for quite a few years, but when I was younger, my parents took me to see a lot of the caves around Victoria and stuff. Caves are pretty cool. If you ever get a chance to go and visit a cave and go spelunkering, because that's what it's called when you go into a cave, spelunkering, it's actually pretty fun. 1 in 450, yeah, shiny rate for this one. We got 1 minute left, guys. Can we pull the clutch shiny last minute? I've done it before. Probably unlikely. See how we go. I'm walking past my car right now, so. You're sick too? Damn, dude, sorry to hear. I can sympathize with you. Hopefully it's not too bad. Like, mine isn't that bad. It's just a bit of a head cold. So I'm just a bit snotty. But that's about it, sort of thing. Nose is blocked and a bit snotty. Imagine someone makes a bootleg Pokemon Go game about bugs and insects. There we go, guys. It's 7. It's just finished. Unfortunately, we did not get the shiny. Thank you. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shiny. Our Spotlight Hour just finished. But that's okay. Like I showed you guys, I've already got 6 of these shinies, so it's not too bad. If you're in a cave, use escape rope, works every time. Yeah, I don't know how that works. It's just like you're just somewhere deep in a cave and you just throw a rope somewhere and suddenly you magically just get out. It's 5 in your country. What, 5 p.m. or 5 a.m.? I'm assuming p.m. By the way, you saw an ad on Facebook for a mobile game that was just a complete rip-off of Pokemon. It's even called a game. Yeah, there's a lot of rip-off games like that. People are just taking advantage of, the popularity of Pokemon Go and stuff. Like, you've seen a lot of AR type of games coming out. that Niantic didn't make, because I mean they've made a lot of the AR games, but there was quite a few. What was, I can't remember the name of it now, but there was one that was it was sort of like the Harry Potter game, but it wasn't. It was sort of like a mix between Pokemon Go and Harry Potter, so it was like all magic, but it had like animals that you had to catch and stuff. I can't remember the name. 5 p.m. Yeah, yeah, I thought 5 p.m. Because if it was 5 a.m., I'd be like, dude, you're up too late. You should go to bed. Anyone remember Pokemon Brick Bronze? No? Was that one of the bootleg ones? Alright, well, I guess I can just turn around and wander back to the car now, because I don't need to keep walking, because there is no more Wailmers to collect for the evening. You don't need sleep. Yes, you do. Trust me. You think that now because you're young, but it catches up with you. Trust me. I know. You do need to get sleep when you can. Alright. Back in the car. Or 1400 on the dot. We may as well catch this one, see what its IVs are going to be like. Didn't even change enough or even try to avoid a lawsuit. Oh, for the, yeah. Honestly, if they change, they don't have to change too much for it to be able to get passed. As long as they're not directly ripping off the IP, then yeah. And honestly, it probably just, it depends on how big of a thing it is as well. Because, I mean, if it's not something that's really going to even make it onto the Pokemon radar, then they probably won't even worry about it, sort of thing. It was a Pokemon, a Roblox game that got copyrighted. There is some, there are some games on Roblox and Minecraft and stuff like that that have received cease and desist orders from the Pokemon Company. It was actually a pretty good Roblox Pokemon fan game. Yeah, see, that's the problem though, because it was a direct, not so much a rip-off of Pokemon, but because that torch isn't on anymore. I can turn that one off. But because they were using the actual IP, that's usually when you get cease and desist orders. As long as you change it enough, there's not a lot that they can do. But if you're using their direct IP sort of thing, so if you're using Pokemon and all that sort of stuff, then they can send you a cease and desist. Doodle World Luminant Legacy. What? Why Nintendo was such a good game. Nintendo are very territorial when it comes to their games and stuff like that. People on YouTube were having, like, a guy actually had his channel taken down, well, not so much taken down, but it got striked, like copyright striked by Nintendo, because he was making Zelda videos and using mods in the Zelda videos, and Nintendo don't like mods for some reason. So basically, yeah, his channel was taken down because he got back-to-back strikes from Nintendo, and he tried to send them, you know, messages just saying, hey, you know, sorry. It was a big channel as well. It wasn't, you know, some small YouTuber channel. Yeah, he tried to send them messages just saying, hey, is there any way that we can resolve this without my channel being taken down and all that sort of stuff? And they just ignored him because they're just like, nope, we don't care. You used our stuff, you modded it, we don't like mods. He didn't even make the mods, he was just using mods that other people had made, sort of thing, and it was still enough for his channel to get taken down. Stroopwafels? What about Stroopwafels? You don't blame Nintendo, to be honest. For what? Taking people's channels down? In Gilderland, there's some forest, but that's all. And we have drop and Stroopwafels. What? I'm lost in the chat now. What are we talking about? Untouched people scared of water because of sinking. Wait, what? Have I already called anyone a haggleslag? No. No, I actually haven't. I forgot. You're all haggleslags. We all remember when we thought Lumen Legacy was the second game of Pokemon Brick Bros. Yeah, we have lots of dams and stuff. If storms really hard, it floods the water. Yeah, okay. That's because, yeah. I'm like, hang on, what are you talking about? Oh, that's right, because like Holland and stuff like that are under the sea level. You guys have got a lot of dams and stuff, or as they call them, dikes, because that's what they're called. The Zelda channel was, yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a fairly big YouTube channel, like, million plus subscribers or something like that. So yeah, channel was just taken down because he was playing Zelda videos with mods and stuff. Welcome back, Becky. Any shinies tonight? No, unfortunately, we didn't get the shiny tonight, but that's okay. We already have a bunch of them, so we didn't need another one. Yeah, but they are really full. You wish you lived in the Arctic so you won't see any insects or bugs. They're not that bad. I mean, it's just the bitey ones you've really got to worry about. Like, for the most part, insects are good. It's just the mosquitoes and the flies and some spiders. They're really the worst things. Like, everything else isn't too bad. Return to Discord, Jimmy. I've been meaning to, guys. I'm sorry that I haven't been active on the Discord server lately, or for the last, few months, sort of thing. Um, I'll I'll definitely make an effort to start getting back onto Discord and communicating with you guys and all that sort of stuff. I've just been a bit, just dealing with other stuff, so I've stayed away from it a little bit. So I'm sorry. I'll get back to it soon. We need our grand pooba. I will make a return. Don't worry, guys. Damn you either. Yeah, just went and got a $1. Wait, there's $1 Zinger burgers? Really? Zinger burgers are the best. We do indeed. You'll start pinging me, and I'll just start turning off your pinging abilities so you don't. Nah, like I said, I'll definitely start making an effort to jump back on the Discord server. I've just been, doing my own thing for a little bit. Just concentrating on mainly doing workouts and stuff. I know it's not an excuse, but yeah, I've just been dealing with my own stuff, so I've just been sort of staying away from the Discord server a little bit. So sorry, guys. I will head back. Are you gonna head out, Charizard? No worries. Thank you for tuning in, dude. Much appreciated. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, guys, on your way out, because it does help the channel out. So I appreciate it muchly. And we'll see you next time. Do it for the team. Anyone seen Del Sando lately? We haven't seen him. No, I saw him like a few weeks back, and he just jumped into the stream and said sorry that he hasn't been on the streams lately. But no, I haven't seen him for a bit now. I don't know why. He just hasn't been popping in. Maybe he's just not playing Pokemon Go anymore. Got sick of us. Decided that he didn't want to be our friends anymore. Maybe he's just, dealing with family stuff, or he's just busy with girlfriend or work or school or something. I don't know. Maybe he's in a coma. Hope not. That won't be good. You won't put any more surprises on there, so you're not going to surprise me with pictures of spiders. You better not. Just gives me a reason not to come back to the server. It was only between 3 and 5. Got a $1 Zinger Twister last night. It was 11 days. I did see that. Didn't see. I heard him talking about that on the radio yesterday. Or was it? No, would have been Sunday. On my way home from community day. They were talking about the deals things. That's alright, but it's kind of boring when you are alone and all your friends don't know what grass is. Grass? What is this grass you speak of? Feet pick Friday. No, there won't be a feet pick Friday. I can guarantee you that right now. I don't know what everybody's fascination with feet is. Like, God, what is wrong with people? What is so fascinating about seeing people's feet? I don't understand that. Like, I saw it yesterday as well. One of the girls, like Aussie streamers sort of thing that I know, she was posting up that she's going to start a fan house or something like that, which is sort of like a tamed version of OnlyFans. So, like, not nude pictures or anything like that. And one of the first comments that I saw on the thing after she announced it was, "Will there be uncensored feet pics?" Why? Why do people want to see people's feet? I don't get it. Oh man, I do need a tissue though. My nose is a bit snotty right now. At least it's not dripping like it was yesterday. Like literally, my nose was just dripping like a water tap. Very watery snot. It's horrible. I hate being sick. I hope it ends soon. But yeah, I do want to add some new stuff to the channel soon. I just don't know when. I'll just have to figure out like a schedule sort of thing and try and just get myself into a schedule. I think that's the main thing. So I need to start getting up earlier and working out earlier and stuff like that so I can stream earlier, and we'll figure out something. I just don't know when. Hopefully over the next few months sort of thing I'll get it together. I know that's like next few months, but yeah, within the next month or two sort of thing. We'll start working in some more streams because, like I said, Pokemon Go is sort of on the decline these days. There just isn't as many people playing and watching and all that sort of stuff. So I definitely want to add some more stuff. And when the new Starfield game comes out, which is in September, yeah, like mid-September, early September, I'll definitely be streaming that on the channel. So, by then we'll have some more stuff added to the channel. I do want to do Cyberpunk as well. The only issue with stuff like Cyberpunk is because there's like nudity and stuff in the game, it's something that YouTube doesn't really like. So I don't know if I'll be streaming that so much. Yeah, because it's a bit more adult based and YouTube doesn't really like adult stuff when it comes to nudity and swearing and all that sort of stuff, which that game has a lot of. But I would like to play stuff like that on the channel. Just depends. You should play other Nintendo games, keep it unique. I do want to play like Tears of the Kingdom and stuff. The only problem with that is I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet, so I don't want to start Tears of the Kingdom before I've actually finished Breath of the Wild. But I don't really like, I don't think anybody would watch Breath of the Wild at this point because of Tears of the Kingdom. So I don't think there's much point starting that from the very start. I just need to get back into it and play through it by myself when I can find time to actually play through the rest of the game and then do Tears of the Kingdom on the channel. So that's some Nintendo stuff. Probably stopped with Pokemon. Where Pokebot died. What? Oh, did it? Oh, okay. You think the owner turned it off, the bot? I'll look into it. Like when I jump back on the server, I'll see. Probably stopped with Pokemon. That's why you play saxophone and don't play the bassoon or the clarinet like them. Jimmy's got the best feed pics. No, just no. No, I do not. But play Five Nights at Freddy on stream once. You love Five Nights at Freddy or Tears of the Kingdom Tuesdays. The only problem is like Tuesdays are our Spotlight Hour days. So it probably won't be Tears of the Kingdom on Tuesdays. Should stream Stanfield. Wait, Stanfield? That's a thing? Should stream the Pikmin games. They are all available on Switch now. I've never played Pikmin before. I don't think it'd be something that I'm into, just quietly. Starfield. You mean Starfield? Or are you trying to stay Starfield? Stream Garfield. Should do a live chat with some of us. What, on the Discord? It died in May. Oh, okay. I haven't been on the server, so I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'll have to check it out at some point. I don't get jump scared though. Like I'm not one of those people that gets jump scared easily. So games like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff, it probably wouldn't work. I mean, I suppose it's a bit different when you're wearing headphones and stuff, but I've just never been a big jump scare type of person. So it's really hard to jump scare me. I have to really not be. It's like if I'm expecting it to happen, then it doesn't really happen. It has to be something that I'm not expecting. So yeah, in a game like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that, because I'm going to be expecting it to happen, it probably won't really jump scare me. Starfield, yeah, you had okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be streaming Starfield when that comes out because that's something that I want to play, something that I'm looking forward to when it comes out, sort of thing. But like I said, it doesn't come out until September. But yeah, that game's going to be huge, so I definitely want to stream that because I think that'll be a very popular game when it comes out, sort of thing. Most Bethesda games usually are, so you know, Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, Fallout, all that sort of stuff, usually have pretty big followings, and I've always been a big fan. Like I'm a big fan of Fallout and stuff, and the Elder Scrolls. So Starfield, from what I've seen of it, is basically going to be like really good. A combination of those two things, but in space, and we get to build spaceships and travel to thousands of planets and romance aliens. That's going to be the best part. I want to see alien. That's bad. I want to no. That's Mass Effect right there. You want to see alien boobas. Yeah, or on YouTube. Um, we can do well. We're basically doing like a chatting stream now. Now that I finished hunting, we're just having a chat, a big old powwow. Social skills. What's that? Hey, you're talking to people right now. You have social skills. You may not be speaking in person, but you're still chatting with people and in a group, so you have more social skills than you think. You'll let me know if anything breaks in the future. Thanks, man. Oh, Starfield, Bethesda. Yeah, the company, Bethesda. They make all the good games. Like, but honestly, Bethesda is one of the only good game companies that's still left. All the other game companies have just become terrible. Sort of thing. I mean, look at Blizzard and Activision and stuff like that these days. Every game that they release is like basically just the same thing, or they're that terrible to their fans that everybody hates them. Whereas in Bethesda, make good game like they can be broken, yes. And Bethesda has a tendency of releasing games that are broken, and they leave it to the community to fix through modding. But they at least give the community good modding tools and embrace the mods that people make for their games and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, they just make good story-driven RPG games. Like I said, like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls and all that sort of stuff. I mean, these are games that people are still playing today. I mean, people still play Skyrim because it's on 87 million different consoles, and you can. Did anybody see the meme that they did about people being able to like Bethesda actually made it? It was like a meme video that they made about being able to download Skyrim onto your smart fridge and stuff like that, and actually play Skyrim on your smart fridge. Yeah, that's what I mean. They embrace their games and their community and stuff. And Fallout's always been a good game. I really enjoy Fallout. I've got like heaps of Fallout merch at home. I've got like a skateboard, like a Fallout 4 skateboard deck that's got the power armor etched into it, sort of thing. Cost me a couple of $100. Got the Pip Boy, like an actual working Pip Boy that I got when I pre-ordered Fallout 4, and lunchbox and bobbleheads. And I made myself some Nuka Colas, like the different colored Nuka Colas. They're a bit ratty these days because I didn't really finish them. So I need to actually go back and finish them one day. Jimmy is a Rizzle Bear. What is a Rizzle Bear? Is it good or is it bad? COD had some amazing jump scares a few years back for Halloween, was the best event. You've played besides a Fortnite Travis Scott one. Wait, there was a Travis Scott event in Fortnite? What? Isn't he the dude that had the concert where a whole bunch of people got crushed? Fallout 76 did kind of flop, but it's because nobody really wanted an online version of Fallout. I mean, Fallout's more of it's always been a single player game. So to try and introduce a multiplayer version of, I mean, they were trying to do the same thing with Fallout that they did with the Elder Scrolls, because they've got the Elder Scrolls Online, which sort of worked. I mean, people still play Elder Scrolls Online today. But yeah, they're trying to do that with Fallout as well. But I think most people just enjoy playing Fallout as a single player game. So I think that's where it sort of flopped. We need GTA 6. That'll be a while. Supposedly Rockstar is working on it. Because there was some stuff leaked a few months back. I think somebody hacked into the Rockstar servers and leaked some stuff that showed that they were actually working on it, but that'll be a while. Like, I don't think we'll get that for another couple of years, just quietly. You're actually addicted to Guild Wars 2. I've never played Guild Wars before. You seen a video of someone playing Doom on potatoes before? What, the old school Doom? The X01. Wait, isn't that the power armor? Isn't that the good power armor, the X01? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played Fallout, so but there is like, yeah. Isn't it the conclave power armor? Search King Willem Alexander on the internet. Not right now. I'll do it later. Hey, Doofy, how you doing? Yesterday you caught a shiny Geodude 14, 15, 14. Oh, dude, nice. Should you oh, so you got it from one of the rockets. Should you purify it or keep it? No, dude. Keep it as a shadow. Shadows are always better. They do more damage. I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want the Shundo, go for it. Like, I'm not gonna say don't do it, but if you want to keep something that's a bit more useful than the Hundo sort of thing, I mean, just keep it as a shadow. A 96% shadow is gonna do better than 100% purified. The stats don't really matter that much either, like, sort of thing. There's not much of a difference between a 96 and 100. Like, he died, you think there were a few, if I am not wrong. Wait, what? Where? Who? When? What? You got a shiny legendary today on your old account. Ah, that sucks, man. You can always transfer it onto your main account. It'll be a bit pricey, sort of thing, Stardust wise, but you can always just trade it to yourself. Yeah, definitely enjoy playing it alone. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why most people like Elder Scrolls is a bit different because it's more of a fantasy world sort of thing, whereas in the Fallout world is more of a post-apocalyptic thing, which is supposed to be very barren and just lone. You're called the lone wanderer in Fallout 4, for instance, sort of thing. So it's just like I think that's where you know you're the lone wanderer, and you've always sort of been the lone wanderer through the Fallout games. Are you gonna get going? Are you getting a bit tired? No worries, Daybreaker. I'm gonna take off pretty soon as well, guys, just because, like I said, I'm sick, so I need to go home and have some dinner and just kick back for the night. Take it easy. We'll see you tomorrow, more than likely, Daybreaker, for Spotlight Hour if you're for Raid Hour rather if you're keen. Don't leave G Love it. Dude, that's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. You don't have to stress too bad. I'm sure you'll manage until tomorrow evening. Like I said, I'm sick, guys, so I don't want to be streaming. I don't want to be out and about for too much longer. I want to go home and take it easy for the rest of the night. And also, I must sound like death because I mean, my nose, like I'm all nasally at the moment, so I can't sound too good. My sinuses feel like they're like 10 sizes bigger than my head. You need your Jimmy fix on the weekly. Well, you get it on the weekly, dude. Like I said, I stream it twice a week. And hopefully, in the near future, we'll be doing more than twice a week, sort of thing. So you'll get your dose. Don't worry. You know the feeling when your toe gets stuck in the in the liver of your wait, and then your stomach gets a headache, and then you drink some McDonald's cookies, but then you wake up and your fans. But I no, I can't say that I do know that feeling, dude. I'm sorry. my nose. So yeah, getting back to that whole merch thing that I was saying before, I've got merch from like all the. I don't really have any Skyrim merch but I have the Doom helmet from when I got doomed because that was another. It wasn't a Bethesda game, but it was published by Bethesda. Yeah, I got the Doom helmet. I got the Pip Boy and the lunchbox. So when we start Starfield, because I'm pretty sure they're releasing a watch with that for the special edition. So we'll have a watch, a Pip Boy, and a Doom helmet, and we'll play Starfield. It'll be cool. That'll be good times. Oh, no, it's time to good. Oh. Good times. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here because, like I said, I'm tired. These Sudafeds that I've been taking have made me sleepy. So I'm gonna go so I can go home and take more nasal spray and all that sort of stuff. But thank you, everybody that has tuned in tonight. Much appreciated. I'm sorry that I've been sick and sounded like crap and all that sort of stuff. I haven't been as enthusiastic as I usually am. But yeah, thank you for everybody that's tuned in tonight. I'll be back tomorrow for Raid Hour. Hopefully, I'm feeling better by then. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow evening. Good ASMR voice. Yeah, when I sound uneasily and horrible. Wait, it means you're in your own religion. Wait, what? Okay. No worries to you too, dude. So yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow evening, guys, for Raid Hour. So until then, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Good luck for your Spotlight Hour if you're taking part, all that sort of stuff. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on your way out. It does help out the streams if you haven't already. All that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.